Hello, and thanks so much for being here. My name is Stephanie Anderson, and I am the Program Director of the ENDT program here at Central New Mexico Community College of Health, Wellness, and Public Safety. Today I'm at CNM South Valley campus in Albuquerque, and I'll act as your virtual tour guide. I'll take you on a walkthrough of our in-person facility, pointing out instructional and learning spaces, labs, equipment, learning common areas, student and faculty resources, important safety features, and many more elements that this campus provides to help our students and community succeed. I'll also show you examples of how our online and in-person instruction is conducted through our learning management system and classroom space, which allows students and instructors to engage with one another to share knowledge, stay connected, and provide crucial feedback to help students succeed. Thanks so much for joining me on this virtual tour. Let's get started. CNM South Valley campus is where ENDT program is located. We've got a lovely courtyard where students can sit. And there's two buildings, building 1, building 2. The theory portion of the program is hybrid, both in-person and online. The Learning Management System, or LMS, used for the online theory instruction is Brightspace. We've included a demonstration of how to access a course and what the students see when they log into their classes. So we're just going to pick electrical concepts. This is a course that they're taking this semester in spring. It has my information here on the side since I'm teaching it. It gives them a breakdown of the schedule on the right hand side and each module. If we pick on module 1, which is just intro to electrical safety, it gives them a welcome description of what we're going to go over, the concepts, why this matters in EEG. There's also a module overview, which includes exactly kind of what we just talked about, the topics, the concepts, but this also includes our course learning outcome here and our module outcomes. So for the course and the module is in there. We go back to the module 1, and we have reading and resources here, which has a couple of chapters from different books, a PowerPoint that we will do in class, and a couple of YouTube videos. We go back here and we have a discussion on electrical safety, and then this is their assessment. It's a formative assessment for week 1, instrumentation analysis and application using chapter 3 from Dr. Fish's EEG primer, and they're going to go over all of these components and have to explain them. And then there's a practical analysis part with a hypothetical patient setup, a troubleshooting exercise, and then a reflection to summarize all the technical aspects of EEG instrumentation. And then it has the resources here as well, and the submission requirements. And then there's always a closure statement of kind of what they week 1 recap and week 2 preview of what we're going to talk about in the following week. And this is the same for kind of each module. This module obviously is, because it was module 1, doesn't have a quiz, but like once you start going in to week 2, then there's more quizzes involved as well as the assessment. So you're looking at an assessment for week 2, and then here's a quiz for week 2 that will cover materials from week 1 and 2. So our lab is here in room 109, and just across from the hall is room 108. This is where we conduct our in-person lectures, which are Monday and Wednesday evenings for 1 hour per theory course. And this is where we do the in-person instruction, conduct learning activities, and answer any questions the students may have. On the South Valley campus, there are 2 buildings. We were just in building 2 for the lab and classroom instruction. We're going to go into building 1. This is where you'll find we're going to go first to our library for the students. Okay, so this is our library here at CNM's South Valley campus. There are study rooms that students can use, a couple of them here that they can gather and work together. We've also got numerous computers for them to work. They've also got some books, and we do carry a glass head if they want to come and practice here. We've got some vending options for the students. This is up at the front of building 1, where most students come in before they are picked a program, or this is a testing center. And then we've got a couple of offices in the front where they can meet with advisors. And this takes us into the full-time and part-time faculty desks. This is actually my desk here. And then we've got rows here of full-time, and then the part-time faculty desks are over here. There's also, just off the faculty area, a conference area room for, you can use it for student advising and counseling sessions as well. In each building there is an AED located right by the door, also where the fire alarm is. This is in building 1. In building 2, we've got a emergency phone located just outside the lab, and we've also got fire extinguisher here and another AED. Okay, for the tour of our lab, it's grown since the last time we've been here. We now have 10 different EEG machines. We've got 3 Natus, we've got 2 EEG only from Neon Codin, and 2 EEG / Polysom machines, plus 2 Cadwell machines. So the Cadwells are these ones that are right here with the laptop. There's another one on this side, along with, here's another Natus and another Neon Codin. The Polysom machines that are EEG and Polysom, there's one in our back storage, and here's the other one. They're still being set up. But as you can see in our lab, each lab has a curtain, or each bed. So there are 9 beds that are medical grade beds, and they're each separated by a curtain. We've got curtain rods, hangers that separate each one up at the top. We've got a PPE station on each side. We've got our sharps container on each side. And then since we're right here, this is one of our storage rooms. Looks a little different. We now have these lovely carts that hold our mannequins. We keep them covered so they don't get dusty. And then we have more carts that hold extra equipment. This is sort of an area where students can keep their food, warm up food, make coffee, etc. This is sort of for our medical grade air that is located at each station, which I'll go back and show you. We've got our SDS that's located right there. And then that medical grade air that I was telling you about on these little stations here. So we've got a place for them to put their supplies. We've got all the gloves, hand sanitizer. Each station is designated as a different contact, droplet, etc. So they can practice with their PPE. And then we've got actual air hoses that they can practice their collodion application. Some of these beds have the cushions on them for protection. Not all of them, but they came like that when they were donated. We've got student lockers that are right here. And something that's different from the last time you guys were here, we have lots of wonderful examples of activities our students have done. We put them up on the wall. That was REM. This is a poster presentation that a student did on neurodevelopmental disorders. We've got just a project on voltage and sensitivity, and then we've got one poster presentation from a senior from Lennox Gastow. We've got embryology projects. We've got lots of projects. We like to showcase them. We change them every year with the students, but this is what it looks like. We've also got some, they do record review as part of their capstone class, and they need to find a study that they've done themselves. They print it, and they have to do, just like we used to have to do for boards, they have to label everything as far as what they did, and it has to, and then we basically have a panel of neurologists and or faculty that question them on their study. This is kind of a classroom space. They all sit here when we do lecture in lab and present on the screen or use the white board in the back. And then back here, I forgot to show you, we also have our eye wash station. And so this can easily be moved right here in the sink to be used in case they get something in their eyes. Machine also has their PM stickers on them of the date it was performed and who performed it. Have a hand washing station where they don't have to touch, they just use their knee. Again, more projects, Dandy Walker, and then we've got a project there. This machine here is our evoked potential / nerve conduction machine. Also more PPE on the other side, and another needle sharps container. There are two storage areas. One is the clean room, one is the dirty room. The clean room has our clean linen, so we've got to change the beds, the sheets. This is just extra linen if there is any in there. And we've got all of our EEG supplies, from marking pens to 1020 to new prep, all nicely organized and stored. This is just head wraps, and we've got gloves in here, and then we get donated EEG electrodes, and this is where we keep them. And just more supplies, more clean supplies. In the dirty room is where our flammable storage cabinet is. It used to be in the back. It was too warm in there. It's now in here. This is where we keep our collodion, collodion remover, acetone. Everything is nicely labeled, whether it's acetone or, let's see, this other container I believe is the collodion remover. And then the same thing goes for our collodion, nicely labeled. And then this is where our mannequin heads are. This is normally if they're gonna clean anything, they clean in here. We've got toothbrushes located there, combs for our mannequins, shampoo for their hair, and usually some cleaning supplies down here, cavi wipes, germicide, and then just more stored stuff down here. But this is where they hang their electrodes to dry. And this is my other desk space. I have two. I have one in the building one, and then I use this one when we have class. I hope that was helpful. I hope you got to see our campus and what we have to serve our students. I think we've really come a long way in the last 5 years, especially with all of our donated EEG machines, and the classroom space. Everything that we have has been a wonderful, just wonderful tools to teach our students. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk soon.